Hello, my name is Jace, and this is my digital storytelling for ECS 210. So first, I would like to discuss curriculum and how I started to learn and understand more of it. So first, when I came into the class, I thought curriculum was what students had to learn and what were the guidelines for teachers to teach the students. I thought it was just something that the teachers had to teach to the students every year so they could continue their knowledge and go on to the next grade where they could do the same thing until they graduate. As going through the course, I learned that that wasn't the case and that each teacher had their own way of teaching curriculum. And curriculum can be interpreted into many different ways by teachers, just depending on how they want to teach it. And going through the different blogs each week and readings and everything, I learned that curriculum could be done in so many different ways. And I think I showed that I learned a lot about the curriculum through my blog posts. And my blog posts as started, they were very bland, and I would just go off what I already learned through my university experience. But going through and actually reading the different stuff that was posted online, it goes through all my blog posts, shows that I actually was learning about different curriculum and how there's lots of ways and knowledgeable ways to teach students and just make it easier and better for yourself as a teacher. And you don't have to be set on a certain guideline. You could have your own way of teaching. I would say my understanding for the curriculum was that have stayed the same, is knowing the topics do have to be taught that are on the curriculum, but my ways that have changed as going through. I've learned that you can do it your own way and put your own spin on everything to help the students learn. So when I become a teacher and get my own classroom and curriculum is put in front of me and I'm reading through it, I'm going to want to read through it first, and then I'm going to want to be able to put my own spin onto it and do my own type. My main version of the curriculum would be have it in my learning, but also use my own type of teaching to help the students, because the goal is to help the students in the end and have them learn the best way. And for me, for my classroom, I see myself as the teacher that I want the students to be comfortable with me, being able to talk to me and come to me if they need. But I also want to be seen as a serious teacher that the students do respect and take seriously, so they will do their work and give respect to myself. So through the course, there were some things that were uncomfortable and were difficult to learn and understand for myself. The biggest thing for me, I would say, would have to be learning about the different cultures and how people or different cultures were treated and how their journey through the country and education is definitely harder. For myself, being a white male and growing up in Canada, I've never have experienced any troubles with my education or anything about that. I never had any racism or anybody discriminate me because I fit the norm. I look like a normal Saskatchewan boy that has lived here my whole life. But going through the class and everything, I've learned that not everyone had the same experience as I did, and that it was hard for them. And I find that made me uncomfortable because I couldn't connect to some of the stories that were being told or things that we were learning about in the day. But I think that it became easier for me as we started talking about them more, because I was able to hear more stories and see different ways of how people dealt with it and how we as a society have grown, and we are trying to better ourselves and just be better people. So now I just want to talk and say thank you for everything that we have gone over, and I've learned. This class has really helped me become a better teacher and has taught me a lot of new things. So stay healthy and have a good rest of the year. Thank you very much.